Brent, thanks so much for your time. We're here in Vancouver, and there's a Fiji Airways plane parked on the tarmac. It's an exciting time for Fiji, isn't it?
Look, it is. For us, now as we're well on our way to recovery, it's fantastic to add a new market. I think Canadians are going to love Fiji. I think it's perfect, particularly in those times when the weather can be pretty brutal up here in Canada. I think travelling over to warm Fiji will be great. So we're really looking forward to seeing more Canadians in Fiji for sure.
How important is that direct connection to a market like this? Before, Canadians would have to go through the US to get to Fiji. So how important is that going to be, having the direct flights?
Yeah, I think that's the big thing. I think any time you can say to somebody it's non-stop, literally, leave in the evening, arrive in the morning, that changes everything. You don't have those layovers, you don't know, wondering where your bag is and all those kinds of things. So I think in the modern travel, I think people are looking for that point-to-point travel. So having non-stop, I think is incredibly important. I think that will change the game for sure.
And the Canadians got a few more months before they get to come to Fiji, but that's not a bad thing. Fiji is actually blooming at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. I think, look, the good thing about us being here is that we can start to really spread the word about the fact that we're coming from November. We're doing really, really well at the moment, seeing lots of tourists coming. I think the great thing is now we're seeing people discover the whole of Fiji. So they might have gone to like a Denarau or Coral Coast. Now they're starting to really explore and see the islands, the outer islands, Taveuni, etc. So I think that's the thing. There's plenty there for Canadians for sure.
And when you come on these trade missions, it's interesting to see how many rivals or comrades when it comes to it. The industry is very tight-knit in Fiji and very passionate about promoting the country. Yeah,
exactly. I mean, the phrase, of course, is the Vivale, the Fijian Vivale, like family. And we do feel that. We all understand that. Obviously, if one resort, is full, they tend to sort of recommend somebody else. They all understand that, we're trying to make sure that when people leave, they have a bit of Fiji in their heart. So, doing all these different experiences, they're happy to recommend, go to Cloud9, go to Eco Tracks, go out to an island, etc. So the main thing everyone wants is that they just go back to loving Fiji, and we have a lot of success with that, to be honest.
And Fiji Airways rebooted very quickly, a lot faster than many airlines around the world. So how important was that for Fiji's recovery?
Massive. Like Fiji Airways, we're an island country, right? So the only way you can get there really for 99% of people is on plane. Fiji Airways is the standard bearer for the country. They have an amazing product, great aircraft, great crew, very modern. We had to open December 1. That was really critical. Any further and our industry, which is about 40% of the country, it might not have ever come back. So from that perspective, we had to come back then. We're really proud that we did. Heavily vaccinated, safe society, which was really important. But the story of Fiji's recovery is a really, really impressive one, and we want to keep that going.
And last but not least, obviously the figures that Fiji Airways have put out this week are pretty impressive. 2023 up on 2019 already, so that's obviously bringing a smile to your face.
It is, and to be ahead of 2019 already, that's really, really special. I mean, that's well ahead of forecast. We had some stretch targets and they've been blown out of the water, so we're excited by that. I think it goes to show, the happiness of Fiji, that, open air. I think people feel like, hey, if I go there, I'm not going to be cluttered. It's not going to be, people on top of each other, and it's beautiful. So I think Fiji, as we come out of COVID, is probably what the world's looking for. So I think we've done a really good job of just putting that into people's minds and saying, hey, how about an easy, beautiful Fijian tropical holiday, and that's working really well.
Awesome, great to hear, and thanks for having us.
Thanks, mate. Appreciate it.